Hello, welcome to Single Player World. My name is Box of Ducks, if you aren't familiar with me. So, this will just be a little single player world. I'm not 100% sure on what we'll be doing so far, but we'll give it a go. I haven't really played much of this latest version of the game, so it'll be a little bit of, you know, me working out how we go, what's in the new versions, and kind of just exploring. So yeah, hope you enjoy watching a guy that's been playing Minecraft for most of his life not know how to play Minecraft. Ooh, okay, so this is, I believe, some of the new stuff. This is the new sulfur bits and bobs. I'll come back to this, because we need to go get some wooden bits. So, first thing you will probably have noticed is that we do have a couple mods on. Nothing crazy, nothing excessive, just a few quality of life bits that, you know, make life slightly easier. So we have, if you look in the top left, we have Little Zero's minimap. I believe that's how you pronounce it, I'm not 100% sure. But it then goes out into a big map, which means that we can pop waypoints and bits and bobs just like that. We have, I think this version is Jade. Now, it did take me a hot second to do that intro, so unfortunately, it appears that it is already night. So, you can also see I have JEI, which is just enough items, so it just allows me to look through bits, and, you know, if I don't know recipes and stuff. Yeah. Let's get some of these sheeps. Now, I'm really hoping there's another black sheep. Is there not? Those dropped nothing? Why are they not dropping anything? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do things a little bit backwards here and just kind of run around and make sure we're not getting caught up by any mobs and scaries. I'd like to see how far I can keep this world going, because it's not often that I have a very long running world. Normally they are fairly quick. But yeah, for now it's just getting that very basic Minecraft start. Hell yeah. There's a potential that as we go, I might just achievement hunt ever so slightly. That's so weird that those sheep just didn't drop anything. I don't really know why that is, I'm not gonna lie. Our one roasted chicken. Pick up some pumpkins. They might become useful later if we need some food. Ooh. Now that's an issue. Can we do it? Can we get around it? Potentially. God, I'm so bad at this game. This is also one of my first sights of the new mobs. I've not really seen them. Oh, it's the little baby ones. Ooh. Emeralds. No idea how I managed to miss that one. Some more coal. You can never have too much coal, you always end up running out somehow. Ooh, cows. There's the sun rising in the sky. You do love to see it. So I've had a very brief thought about what I might like to have my base look like. I've always really liked having the idea of like a castle base that has like a village or a town attached to it. So I think that would be quite cool to run. But if not, potentially just something along similar lines that you can build upon. I think that would be a good idea. Like, yeah, a base that, you know, you start off with a small thing and then you just add to it here and there, and then by the time that you've kind of finished, you've then built this whole thing. And if we're going, you know, if we're going for the long haul on this world, then it means that it constantly keeps us going. You know, we could do different areas you settle because there's different things. In real life, people settle in different places for specific reasons. You know, you don't just plop down a settlement there for no reason. I think we should kind of stick to that sort of thing. So if there is a, you know, a big hills where there would be a good amount of mining resources, you could then set up a mining town there. And, you know, if there's a desert, you could set up a little desert town. Whoa, that's a lot of sheep. We have added... Why are sheep just not dropping stuff anymore? None of them are dropping anything. What the heck? I don't really know why none of those sheep actually dropped anything. This might be something I need to have a look at. That's really weird. Cool. One thing that I did forget about is that we actually have on here some data packs. So stuff like mob heads and player heads and the armor stand data pack, which means that we can control the looks of armor stands. So we can add these settlements and have armor stands in there to make it just look like they have a little bit more life to them. But then we can connect those all up by roads and rail networks and etc. Oh, there's some iron. So we might not be able to sleep because we do not in fact have any wool. So we might need to go kill some spiders to be able to then go get the string to make wool manually. Okay, so I think we should go find somewhere to settle down. Did I pick up any of those? No. I would like some spruce saplings, because I do tend to quite like building from spruce. More coal. Do we get the copper? Do we get the copper? That is the question. Because we've only got one iron. Copper armor isn't very good, so I've heard. But I've also not donned it yet, so maybe we should. I'm not the biggest fan of mining, because I end up tending to die quite a lot, so I would like to establish a point of base first, and a spawn point before we go do anything silly. I'm okay with this surface mining for now. A regular pig! Eh. A not regular pig. I feel like it could be quite good to have to start off by the ocean. Start off with an ocean base. No, weird. Potential of a witch hut. I've not seen a witch hut in years. Does anybody know what happened to jungle temples? Because I've not seen them in years. I don't know whether it's just my bad luck, or whether they've just kind of been subtly removed from the game. Because whenever I've found a jungle, they've never seemed to have been there. Ooh, firefly bushes. I want. Such atmosphere. Such greatness. Boat time. I also still didn't pick up any spruce saplings. Look at that. Beautiful. Right. Let's just go this way. Should we get some kelp? Ooh, a ruined portal under the water. How exciting. Some gold. 2 golden apples, a flint and steel. Efficiency 5. Ooh, Depth Strider, 3 gold boots. I'm gonna say, can we be bothered? No, because we don't have a gold... Oh, don't have an iron pickaxe. Oh goodness, let's not go that way. I have been travelling for about 5 minutes now. And I've not found anything. However, I do want to mark that on my map. Ocean Monument. Boom. There is one of these. I don't have a saddle for them though. But I've also not seen them before. Oh, hello. I also don't know how you tame them. Can you just ride them? Nope. I have no idea. Might be like cod or something. I reckon wherever we hit land might be a good place. Oh, Trident guy. Whoa! That's cool. I like that. That's cool as heck. This is cool. I like this. Right. Get around here. Right. Up we go. There's a lot of spruce. I like this already. We could just make it like a little log cabin. Little log cabin in the woods. Do have to be careful because there's a lot of things spooklies about. So, oh, lodestones. That's big. I like that. Lodestones is a big thing. Right. I reckon let's plop ourselves down here for now. I just want to make some torches and such. There was a skelebabb up here. Gotcha. Grab this iron. Oh god. Grab this iron just here. That is 3. That is enough. So any more up here? I do really like this, like, mountain ledge. I think it'd be quite cool to do a, like, little cabin with a balcony just over the top of the edge of the cliff. Like, just off here. If we did it... Whoa! I know. If we built it pretty much there, where that rock is, then we could have a balcony off the edge. And then potentially you could dig into the ground and put a couple balconies here, / like, almost Hobbit house style windows. Just in the side. I think that could be really cool. But I think that could be quite cool. I think we'll do that. Because then we can pop up a little hut here. We can start clearing out some space. Okay, so I have moved all of our stuff up. I have marked out where I think it would be quite good to have the base from down this little viewing point. I think this little bit will become just the viewing point, as it were, because I quite like the angle that it gives. Maybe I'll add a little bit more of a balcony-esque kind of safety point, so then that doesn't happen and we don't fall all the way down there. But the next thing is the fact that we cannot currently sleep because we don't have any wool. So I think that might just have to be something that we kind of work around. But we can pop in a big ol' waypoint for our base. So now that is there, and we will forever be able to find where the base is. Which is always good, always nice. But I think we will wait out the night a little bit. I want to kind of... I want to keep this world as clean as I can. So, you know, fill in the creeper holes where we can. You know, if not, just terraform it to make it look like it should be there, and, you know, just make the world look a little bit nicer. We can come back and fix this later, but just to make it look a little bit nicer. So I think we'll wait out the night for a bit, and then we will come back and we will clear this area up. Okay, right, the night has passed, and look who I found. We've got a little guy. I don't know what to name him yet, so if you've got any ideas, pop them down in the comments. I will look through and we will see, and then maybe when we get a name tag we can name the little guy. But as the sun has risen and is somewhere over there, I think it's time for our first time lapse of the series. And let's get an area cleared out. Okay, so we have cleared the area, we have torched it up, apparently not very well, but we've torched it up, we've cleared some of the little spots. I need to come back and clean that up a little bit. But I do think we have in fact run out of time for this video. Next video we will work out how to get a bed without apparently sheeps dropping the loot. We will build at least the start of the base. You know, just something to move into, to hide from all of the ooglies and booglies and scary things. And then we'll see where it goes. As I say, let me know if you have any ideas for the name of our new doggo. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!